Black Hole Live 176. I'll go live with you guys for a while. No topic, just see if anybody shows up, anybody has anything they want to talk about. Try to make it somewhere around an hour. Fuck. At the time I'm doing this particular live, it is middle of March 2026. Spring break and everything, St. Patrick's Day and everything, and the weather's getting hotter. The weather might go crazy. Oscars are coming up. Wow, Paralympics are ending. Wow, oh, big deal. Doesn't matter. You still got to deal with slavery, no matter what the fuck's going on in the rabbit hole matrix. Got one person here. Oh yeah, we got March Madness. Don't forget that. Yeah, it's just all coping. Everything is coping, guys. I've got 18 people here. Awesome. Try to make around an hour live for you guys here. Stay up with Black Hole and watch the fucking suckiness come out. Yeah, very funny. Oh, fuck, I don't really have anything to say, guys. I'm just going live for the sake of going live. If anybody has anything on their minds, I'll talk about whatever the fuck comes into my head. I've already said so much on my channel already. It's just the same old spiel. But, some people, weekend, people gotta work on the weekend as much as during the week. Anybody have anything on their minds is more than willing to try to discuss, give advice on anything. I don't know what good advice I can give other than just anybody want to talk about anything. Crazy world. Yes, yes, we know. But not crazy enough because it always can get crazier. And this out in the fucking what used to be a sunroom, door shut, right now to disturb anybody. Let me see here. I have really nothing to say. I'm just going live for the sake of going live. Anybody want to talk about anything? Only got two people here now. They see me and then they just scroll on to something else or whatever. I don't know. I always look later and it shows like 1 or 200 people watched. And it's like, well, they watch it after it's already happened and that's fine. I'm going to try to make this around an hour or so. I've already been on 5 minutes, so let's see if we can put another 55 onto that. I should be able to handle that on this live. Now we got 0 people here. It's all the way back to 0. People are always seeing me live and then they just go away. I don't know. I guess I scare them off. Usually I get at least 1 or 2 people here that have some good things in the chat. Kato Cupcakes says, question mark. Adley Riggy says, hi. How you guys doing? I'm not really doing anything other than just going live for the sake of going live. My channel's all about what's going on in life in general. 16 people here. Adley Rose says, hey. Cupcake says, hi. Good you. Yeah. And then we jump back up to 16 again. So it just fluctuates up and down, up and down. Then I get usually levels off for about 2 or 3 people for pretty much a good while after that. Now we got 10 people here. Yeah, I'm just showing what it says. I don't really have anything to say. I'm just going live, just go live. Anybody want to talk about anything? Oh, fuck. I hope you have so many people. Oh, I got 274 subscribers on here. I'm happy with that. Couldn't be happier with that. But it would be even better if I had like 1,000, then I could get monetized, right? That's what it takes. I don't know if I'll ever get that high though. I got more than Reaper. I don't know what happened to that guy. He has like, I don't know. I did last time I looked. He might have more. I haven't seen his channel. I haven't counted his subscribers in a while. That's amazing, says Utley. Thank you. Try it out. You get on here and you might get as many, if even not even more subscribers. Oh, fuck. Not going to be on for anything. Just somewhere around an hour or so. Yeah, I gotta get to fucking bed. I can manage an hour live tonight. Yeah, you're amazing. Thank you. You're amazing too for saying that. Gotta like. Always double tap. That's very sweet of you. I always like everything. I don't even care if it's something that I watch. I like it just for the sake of, I don't know, being on good terms with you two. And it makes me feel better. You got this. Oh, thank you, Adler. You got this. You got this crazy life. We're here. We're surviving the best we can. 2 likes. Thank you. Double tap. I don't have no monetization or gifts or any of that sort of thing, but if you get 1,000 or more subscribers, I think you can tap into all that sort of thing. But you can't really do that until you get 1,000 subscribers. I'm just drinking water here. I didn't even make any coffee. I'm just sipping on some water here. Might go out and get something tomorrow, being, you know, that time of year, springtime. I don't know if I'm Irish. I kind of Scots-Irish, I think, is my family origin. And I still think it's nice to enjoy coming of spring and all that. Even though life is meaningless, I still try to be with the time and go with whatever the fuck is going on during the year. Now it went back to 0 again. It's okay, guys. You can always watch the live later on when it's over. Now it's at 1 again. I'm talking about how many people are on the live as I'm making it. It won't show it later on after the live's over. It won't show how many people. It'll show with a chat, but it won't show how many people were actually watching when I was doing it. But I can say it because I'm looking at it. Right now I'm showing 2 people with 2 likes. And I'm showing 9 minutes, 30 seconds. So this is one of those lives where I don't really talk about anything. I just go live and just being live, you know, seeing how everybody's doing. If anybody wants to talk about anything. Most people are going to look at this and they'll be like, yeah, he's not really saying anything, and that's fine. I don't really care. I do want to try to make a nice hour live for you guys here. I think I owe it to you guys. I don't know when I'm going to be going live again. I don't know when I'm going to have a guest again. That's still up in the air. So anyway, I'm going to just leave it going here and see if anybody shows up. Ew, live on read. Look at this question and answer crap. Live on read. I don't even know what the hell that means. This Q&A thing that pops up while you're doing lives. I don't... Live on read. I don't even know what the hell that's talking about. What the hell does live on read mean, guys? That's something to kind of entertain you while I'm doing this live. If you get bored. It says live on read, and the answer is like, what the hell does that even mean? Live on read. Hi, my name is Harvey Harvington. What is that? I know I've heard that before. Sounds like something from Batman. Like the Two-Face guy or whatever, I don't know. That is Two-Face from Batman, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we all got 2 faces, don't we? Good. I might have to get more water here. It's from Blood Money. Never seen Blood Money. What's that about? Some action movie, I take it. Some mafia movie, or is that just some killer movie? Something that was on over the last few years, I take it. It sounds like a 90s movie. Live on read. What the hell does that even mean? I got this stupid question and answer thing. I don't know what the hell it even... I'm going to scroll it off. The hell with it. You get it off. Somehow you get this thing off here. scroll it off. I don't know if you guys can see it moving. There we go. Yeah, I'm trans there. I got rid of it. I don't know what the hell that's talking about. I would go out for a walk, but it's a little late for that. I don't want to look like a prowler. I'm tired. I'm gonna try to manage an hour live for you guys and not really saying anything. It's just going live. Some of these guys just go live just for the sake of being live, seeing who shows up, anybody wants to talk about anything. I know Steve Brown does that a lot. He just go live and just talk, looks at the chat. It's kind of what I'm doing, without showing my face, of course. Miles, he gets on there. He goes, he's radical. He just goes nuts with his emotions and thoughts about how crazy this world is. I admire that guy. Shout out to that guy. Anybody have any weekend plans? Anybody happy with their work? Anybody who's actually finding any kind of peace in this crazy world? Because I just know that we're just here and we're just surviving, and we don't remember asking to be here, but we're just here, and a lot of people have gotten to the point where they just don't care anymore. They're just like, yeah, this, what do we, what? None of this matters, and you don't give a fuck. I understand where that comes from. People are just tired. People are tired of high prices. People are tired of living with their parents. People are tired of the job market not being good enough. Wages not going up. But still, we have to move on and act like it's okay and be all faking everything. No matter how tired of it we get, we've got to listen to all these phone calls like, yeah, we're just so happy to have you come speak with us. Oh, wait, we didn't decide to hire you after all. Or we got you, you're working, doing a good job when you can't go to this meeting or whatever, and you got to act all excited about all this stuff that more than likely don't care about. What was that? I thought I heard something. That was my stomach. My stomach is growling up. My stomach is like making weird sounds right now. What the fuck? Sounded like a fucking snake behind me. What the fuck? See, what are we at? 15 minutes? Okay, I can manage another 45 minutes here. I just want to do a nice hour live here for you guys. I just feel like I need to do that. I have so many lives on here anyway. This is 176th one. And I've had more than that. I just don't call them by number, every single one of them. I've actually had more like 180 something. Fuck. We need to live in a better world, but no, people think all these wars are going to help, and they're all scam, they're all rigged. And you're just making life harder. But still, people think that they need to do these things in order to keep things going. And of course, it's going to keep things going. It's going to keep things miserable. It's going to make life miserable. That's all it's going to do. But oh, you got to do it or you'll go to jail. I'd rather go to jail than have to be forced to blow somebody's head off for a cause I don't give a fuck about. Ooh, it jumped all the way to 21 people again. See, they come and go. They come and go in my lives. Most of the time, I get on Steve Brown's live or I get on Miles's live or whatever, and these guys that make lives, and they usually level off at like 10 people, and they stay there around there. And sometimes I see like 20 people, and it goes back down to like 7 or 8 people. Right now it's showing 11. Now it's showing 10. One guy left, or person, might have been a woman. I don't know. Most of my people are in the United States. I don't know how many of you guys saw me back during the holidays. I did show my face, but I don't intend on doing that again for a while. That's like a rare thing for me. I don't believe that. I just like people know who you are. I don't want to be famous like that. And certainly don't ever show where you live, because that'll really get you in trouble if people find out where you live and come and get you. Don't ever do that if you ever guys ever started a YouTube channel. And I'm looking at the barbecue. It's all covered up. I'll probably use it pretty soon. Getting to be that time. It's not winter's not over yet though. I'm in the northern hemisphere. It's actually winter in the uh, southern hemisphere when it's the summer here. So it moves backwards. Some places it's always hot. Since the world is tilted though, I mean it could be hot and cold almost anywhere. I would think. You know what I mean? It's not completely hot. See, now I went back down to 2 again. All through the live, I'm going to show say how many people are watching. Right now it jumped up to 4 again. People are watching it, but they're not saying nothing, and that's fine. I don't care. See, most of the time, I look on there later, and it's like, oh yeah, now after the live's over, and it shows like 70, 80 people or whatever watched the one I made the other day with like 3 minutes, and there's like 200 people showed up on it for viewers. Of course, it always has to do with the algorithm. It has to do with what gets shown, and whether you say something that's interesting or whether I mean, there's some kind of electronics behind everything nowadays that just, oh, this is relevant for what this person needs to hear. See, now it's showing 3 people. I got 18 minutes here, so I'm going to try to stay on for at least another 40 or so minutes. And I am going to have to end it because it is late and I am tired. I'm sure a lot of people are tired. They'd probably be watching this, so that some people got to fucking work at night or during the day even. And I go live during the day, it's about the same when I go live, whenever I go live. Let me see here. I'm just rambling on about nothing, obviously. I'm not really saying much anything. I'm just being live for an hour or so. You know, sometimes I get on here and we really have some good conversations. Other times just to be live, you know. And there's 4 people. I think I said 4 people a minute ago. It's still 4 people. Now it's 2 people. See, they come and go. Nobody's really saying anything. I think the first person that ever gave me a chat when I was first starting out was Lauren Taylor. That was the first one ever when I was live, you know. You always remember, like, oh, the first one that ever gave me a chat on my live, that was, I bet, that Lauren Taylor there. I don't know if she's here or not. These people on here come making videos every day about how you should see once you're awake, it's hard to fall asleep again. You see the trickery and the fakery of everything. That was 5 people. 2 likes. See, I always double tap everything. It makes me feel bad when I don't double tap something. Every time when I'm scrolling, sometimes I just scroll the lives and I just look at anything and there's this one thing where people have the corn over their heads and listen to the ASMR channels. Harry and Tingle Spells are my favorites, I think. And just anything. That's, of course, there's that Dakar with the jiggling teeth. And he's like 1.7 million now. Now 3 people here. What is this? Another one of these stupid question and answer things. Cash or card? You guys see that? I don't know, all this crap that keeps showing up on these question and answer things keep popping up. Cash or card? Yeah, let's do that. How many people use cash? How many of you people use fucking card? I always use my card. The only time I use cash is when somebody's either giving me some money or I use my card for everything. 3 people, 3 likes. See, I got this thing pops on when you're doing lives, and if you're not really saying anything, you can always put that crap on there. Yeah, cash or card, guys. How many use cash and how many use card? Yeah, answer the question. Yeah. I don't know how the hell that works. I guess you just put it under the chat or whatever. I always use fucking card. I'm going to take this thing off here in about 15 seconds because these things are silly. I don't know if these things show up after the live's over. I don't think they do. When I was doing the live with Steve, I think I put it on there. Alright, this thing's going bye-bye. Yoink. That's silly. I got 4 likes. Been on 21 minutes, 35 seconds. I'll try to be on for another 40 minutes. What time is it? My phone is at 98%. I just charged it. It's 1:52 where I am, Central Time, in the morning. Not in the afternoon. It's in the morning. That's why I'm gonna end it pretty soon. I need to get this fucking bed here. Yeah. No, this ain't gonna be no long live. It's about an hour and that's it. I don't care how good the conversation is. Not that I don't love conversing with you guys every now and then. I was on a live with Tony the Tiger earlier, and Edwin, I think, said, "What are you going live?" And I said, "No, I don't know, maybe." Well, maybe has become yes, obviously. Here I am. Edwin's probably, I don't know if Tony's live anymore. I think he's probably gone to bed by now or whatever. But I'm here anyway. I don't think anybody else is live. Even if Steve Brown was live, I probably would have gone ahead and done this live anyway. I would have said hi to him or whatever. Steve's been live a lot. Steve Brown's been live a lot lately. I know yes, Miles has been live quite a bit this week as well. That Meaningless Psycho guy, he hadn't been live in ages. I wonder, I hope he's alright. I emailed him the other day. He said he was alright. And Tony the Tiger, he's always playing his video games. Got 5 people. Rose and Melendez 9079 says hi. Hi there. Welcome. Ew, got 5 people here now. I didn't want to speak about anything. I know it's just anybody want to say anything in the chat or whatever. Make yourself known. When the live's over, you can always get on the computer and it'll show everything that was said in the chat. But I don't think anybody ever reads that. I don't read it anyway. But other people might. I got 1 people down to 1 again. See, they listen to me for a minute and it's like, this guy's boring. I'm getting out of here. And I don't blame you guys. And then it jumps all the way up to like 30 and 40 and then it goes back down to 10 and 5 and 4 for about 5 minutes and then goes back to 1. And right now it's at 1. I'm not really saying anything, guys. I'm just being live and seeing if anybody wants to talk about anything. I can't blame you guys for not, getting bored with it. Because that's fine. Sometimes I really get into something, but other times I just don't really say anything, like right now. I'm pretty much say the same things over and over again. Life is crazy, and we're doing the best we can to deal with it. That pretty much sums it up in a nutshell. Well, we got to be positive. We got to be good worker drones and never let anything get to us and pretend to be happy in a life that we didn't ask for. Yay! Life is great. Good to see you. How's your weekend? How's your day going? Let's go eat brunch or whatever. It's all fake, just to make everything spinning. Things could be done a better way, but they never will be because no, we need to, we need to make sure that we earn our keep. And it doesn't have to be like that. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, now it doesn't. None of this stuff matters. The mind is always being like, yeah, this stuff matters, and then your inner part, your soul, or whatever you want to call it, if you even believe in that, it's like, no, it doesn't. And you're just constantly arguing yourself back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's madness. You're just always arguing with yourself. And you always believe in everything you hear because your mind just wants to believe pretty much everything it hears, and it's so much easier to just go with the flow. Anyway, guys, let's see. I'm going to try to be on for another 30 minutes or so. Then I got to get out of here. It's not 2 a.m. yet. 1 person's here. 1:57. It's almost 2 a.m. That's why I got to end it soon because it's late and I need to get to bed. I'm going to try to wake up and go to this thing in the morning. Try to pretend like life is worth living, Because that's all it is just coping with, trying to keep yourself feeling, like this stuff matters whenever it doesn't. But that's why we do all this stuff. That's why we play video games and watch movies and music. It's all this coping. And why do we eat? Oh, we got to sustain the body. Well, the body's going to die anyway, one day. But we need to keep it going so we can keep coping in reality that's ultimately meaningless. Best thing you can do is just not have a kid because you have a kid and you owe them everything and they don't really owe you nothing. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and you wouldn't be experiencing them if you hadn't brought them here. But they gotta go through all this because you brought them here. So you have a kid, they don't, it's just all this, oh, you have a kid, and it's like, yeah, you owe me for bringing you here, but it's more like, wait a minute, I didn't ask to be here, you owe me because I didn't ask to be here. It's ridiculous, parents and kids, parent is like, yeah, I brought you here, I'm taking care of you, you need to owe me, and I respect me for all I've done for you, and the kid is like, I didn't ask to be born. And the parents think it's being disrespectful, and the kid is like, why should I owe you for something I don't remember asking for? Why are you making me feel guilty for not appreciating somebody for giving me something I didn't ask for? And the parent sees that as being disrespectful, and the kid sees it as just being annoying. Most kids are, but it's like a kid is conditioned from an early age. It's like you need to respect the parent. The society always favors the parent like that, and the kid has always been watched, make sure that they're following the rules and whatever, and they don't, then they need to be punished. Or they're going to go to prison one day because they didn't follow the rules. And the kid is just trying to chill and enjoy life because, why do I gotta be a slave to this? You brought me here. I think the worst is around teenage years because they've had all that conditioning, and then they get to be a teenager and they just start thinking like they're more grown up, and they start seeing the world for what it is in small ways, and then they get to adult and it's like, yeah, I see it for real now. It's like, what the fuck? We're all just here to be slaves. And the parents like, well, you make me proud. It's like, what the fuck? You've been prepping me for bait for this crazy world the whole time. And it can be resentful and can make people want to cut off and not want to see their families during holidays or whatever. But it's like, yeah, but I still got to pretend like I love them. I mean, if you have a conscience, some people just say screw it. I mean, but it makes them feel guilty because they just, the mind and everything, how it is. I think the only thing, people are just, they take things way too seriously in this world, and they end up having to pay for it, or no, they don't have to pay for it. They end up getting hurt for somebody not being the way they want them to be, and not realizing that person's a whole separate being, and they got a whole mind of their own. And just because they spawned from both of you's bodies, that doesn't mean that they're you. I mean, it doesn't mean that's a mini you. That means that they're just a whole different person. I don't know if you guys can hear me well. Sometimes it lags and the sound goes out a little bit. I hope it's all right. It's done that a couple of times. Hope I have a nice, good sounding hour or so live for you guys. See, I keep going down all the way to 0 again. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, that's all good. Some of these other guys, they have people, they have like 1 or 2 people. I mean, it is the middle of the night while I'm doing this, so I don't care. It's all good. You guys can listen to it later. Then I can wake up in the morning and be like, yeah, I already did that, and I don't have to worry about it. I did a nice long hour live. It's done. It's over. I can rest. Because I just want to do it. I need to do it and just get it over with. Then you guys can listen to it and I can rest. There you go. If you guys even want to listen to it. I got so many lives on here. This is really when I'm saying much. I mean, other than what I usually say. I think I'm boring everybody. That's why it keeps going back to 0 again with the viewers. We're about halfway through here, so I can another half hour, and then I'm gonna have to get off of here. And then I gotta put my shorts on there so it'll have a short on the last day's creation and everything like I always do, because I can't put an actual black hole image on there anymore for my shorts because YouTube won't let me, because they're making it so strict. You can't show an image like that, or it's just a black hole, for crying out loud. You really gonna be that strict, And I don't really do videos as much as I used to. I used to do them almost every day. It kind of uploads slower on this phone that I dropped the other one when I went up on the roof like an idiot during, a couple months ago. Just because I wanted to. I felt like a phone fell out of my pocket, and sure enough, I had to get a new one. And we're back to 0 again. Yeah. Anybody, I'll ask again if anybody has any plans. You can always put it in the comments afterwards. You don't have to put it in the chat, and the live's over. You can put it in the comments below, under the live or whatever. I haven't had anything to drink. I'm sober as can be. That'll probably change tomorrow. You know, it's that time of year. I mean, I always like to have. I don't really smoke that much, but I do like a drink. You know, I always drink responsibly, like I always say. Don't drink and drive. It's not a good idea. And even if you want to do it secretly, well, you shouldn't do that either. You'd probably get caught. Oh my God. So life is hard enough when you don't have kids. When you have a kid, you owe them all this. You got to take care of that other person. You got to somehow sustain yourself. Some people actually think they're qualified to have kids. Yes, I'll give them that. But you still got to understand that kid is going to be in this crazy world, and they may not be happy about it. They might get all these disabilities and everything that could happen to them. It's not worth all the suffering. It's like, oh, I gave you all this experience. What? It may not be a good experience. You're gambling with somebody else's life. Seaman Marco says hi. How you doing? I'll be on for another, well, maybe about an hour and so 25 minutes or so, and then I gotta get out of here. Fuck. Let me see here. I'm just waiting for anybody to talk about something or give me anything to discuss or hit on or whatever. Nobody's really saying anything but hi, and he's like, hi. Or A and a smiley face, whatever that means. Every day is pretty much the same. We wake up and it's the same thing. I wake up the same way. I always sit there in bed and I always go through the same mind game that I pull myself out of bed. Then I open my eyes and look at the sunlight. It's like, get up. And it's just go through the same mind games every day. You know, guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, some people just are just drones and they just go through the day and they don't even think about what they're doing and they just, you know. Sarah Watson Win 5527 says hi. Everybody's just saying hi. Hi, everybody. Like I say, you just wake up and you go through the same zombie motions every day and you don't really realize what you're doing because you do it every day. And it's like it's just going to be the same as yesterday and tomorrow. I already know what's going to happen. I already know how I'm going to feel before I even feel it. And it just drives you crazy. So most people are just drones. They're zombies, puppet slaves, fucking sheep. They're just robots. Like, yes, yes, sir. Oh, you want me to go over here and do this? Oh, look, oh my goodness. Acting like they care, letting things pass. Time and space is actually moving through you, not the other way around. Or consciousness having a human experience, not the other way around with humans having a conscious experience. Well, humans, consciousness and free will and causality are all the same thing. I mean, one can't exist without the other. It's all illusion created by just simple awareness. I am that I am. If a tree falls over in the woods, what if there does it make a sound? What if there is no tree unless there's consciousness there to observe it? And what if you don't exist, if you're not aware that you exist? Oh, this deep black hole. No, it's not too deep. It's like, where does everything come from? Well, it just is. Well, how can something just exist out in space without something creating it? Well, the creator is consciousness. Well, where is black hole? Where the fuck does consciousness come from? It's like, I don't know. And you say, I don't know, that seals you off. Some things are just not meant to know. We just don't know. I'm Nico, I'm sad, and my phone is broke. Oh God, you got cracks in your phone? Did you drop your phone? Did you just need a new one? I hate that. I had cracks in my phone 2 or 3 months ago, and that sucked. I had to get a new one because it fell out of my pocket, like I say. And I got a brand new one. I ought to get one of those covers, so hopefully if I drive myself crazy not to make sure that I don't drop my phone because I just use it all the time. Gotta make sure I pick it up right. I gotta make sure I hold it right. If the wind is blowing, that I don't hold it a certain way. I mean, and I always hold it up to my face like I've done before. And I make it look like I'm talking on the phone when I'm actually listening to a video. And a lot of these guys' videos, I just play at two times speed and get through it faster. And I still hear everything that's said and it saves time. I don't know, as much as I hate to say it, it actually is depressing. I mean, I already know the last things, but it'd be nice to just, oh yeah, I know, I understand. You to really talk fast. Like, yeah, you guys can try it on this live. Yeah, just yeah, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and I don't want to sit and be depressed. It's because it's just you just get tired of just sitting through it because it's depressing. But at the same time, it's like yeah, I still want to listen to this stuff because I know how true it is, and you know what I mean. Is my in April 23 and birthday in back? What is this? Simone Marco says, "Is my in April 23rd in birthday in back in?" What does that mean? Are your birthday in April 23rd? Your birthday is right there around. I don't know when the fucking land run. I don't know when the hell that was. I think it was April 21st. Yesterday or just not this night is Friday 13th. It was 2 nights, 2 months in a row. I'm still alive. Jason hadn't killed me. Had it in February too. I guess that's what you mean by that. Your birthday being on April 23rd. I guess that's what you're talking about. Not really much saying anything on this live other than just what I usually say and whatever comes into my head. That's usually what I'm all about, is just talking about whatever I feel like and whatever I think of when I look at the chest, like, okay, talk about this, whatever. I don't know what the hell happened to that Reaper guy, though, that used to be under Ignorance is Bliss. I hope the guy was okay. He hadn't posted in, like, well over a month. Man, Mania Cycle hadn't done anything in, like, ever since, like, December, like, that's like 3 months. Like I say, Mania Cycle says he's alright. Ruski says he's alright, but I don't know what's going on with that Ignorance is Bliss Reaper guy. Now we got two people here. Gonna be on for another 20 minutes or so. Then I'm going to bed because I'm tired. I barely got the strength to do this. I can listen. I could stay up all night. I did stay up all night the other night because the time change, all this daylight. You gotta get used to it for like a week. Takes a whole week for me to get used to it. I just went ahead and stayed up all night, and I went to that place across the street. If the only reason I go is for atmosphere, and I went back trying to go back to sleep throughout the day. It takes a day or two to get caught up again. Now we're back to zero again. That's fine. I don't care. Go listen to it later. You guys don't have to sit here and listen to this while it's on. You can listen to it whenever you want, as long as I don't delete it, and I don't think I will. I hardly ever delete anything on here. I usually just leave it on there. There have been those times when I've started to make something and I said, no, I don't, the time ain't right, like I always say. Or I'm not saying it right, or I'm not in the right mood. That's how you do these things, is you do it when you feel like it, and then things just happen. That's how it ought to be, but you have a job, you gotta do it whether you like it or not. You gotta go to work, even when you don't feel like it. And you gotta go through the same repetitive motions. You gotta play the same mind games, and people stare at the clock. Kick faster so I can get out of here. It's exhausting. It drives you crazy, but we deal with it. In about another 20 minutes, guys. I want this live to be an hour, so that gives us another 20 minutes or so. I keep people seeing popping in and out. They see me live and they just don't. They either are bored or they don't say nothing or whatever, and that's fine. I got 4 likes, so that's good. Appreciate that. Whoever did those, I'm fine. Like I say, I always double tap and like everything, even if I don't really listen to it. Hope you guys like my image and my name. I've thought of changing my name to Black Shroud or something, Black Shadow, but I'm probably just going to stick with Black Hole, and I'm keeping my image. If I was to change my image, it'd probably be just an image of a black hole or something, I don't know. But I like the W thing. I think it suits me. I see all these guys on here changing their logos all the time. I've never changed mine. It stays the same. I've seen Born Corrupt System change his. I've seen Antonio, used to be Life is Overrated, change his multiple times. The Psychos, he's always had the same icon. Tony Tiger changes his a lot. Truth Tiger, I've seen his change his a couple times. Man, telling the truth, he's always had the same icon. As Coach CNG, he always has the same icon. I always listen to those YouTubers in a certain order. And T-Sizzle still doesn't get his channel back. Poor guy, I don't think he is going to get his channel back. He probably would have had it by now. Stupid YouTube just won't let him have it. It just makes me sick thinking about how that guy did all that work and he can't even get his channel back. It's pathetic. He didn't even have 3 strikes. He did this one thing and he's like, oh God, we're going to take your whole channel away. Why? Why didn't you just give him another strike or something? You know, Steve Brown had 2 strikes and I think those are gone now. He's free with, I don't have any strikes. Hopefully I never will. I've had videos age restricted because I said the F word or whatever too many times in a row. I've never had a strike or anything. I've had to have my comments where I couldn't make a comment for like a day because I was kidding around on April Fool or whatever. And they fixed it to where it's like, oh, do you really want to post this? And I said yes. And it's like, oh, bam, you can't make a comment in the chat for like, or under the video for like a whole day. And I was like, okay, give me a break. I was just kidding, you know. Can't you take a joke? It's April Fool. But you gotta be so careful with everything in this world, man. Whatever day. People do some naughty business in this world, and that's fine, but just wear a condom and do not procreate. Because they're just going to suffer, man. They're just going to become a slave. They're just going to have to be a wage slave and barely, you know, they're probably just living to paycheck to paycheck. It's all money, all this money crap and everything is an illusion, guys. Food is real. The air that we breathe is real. This is real stuff. Why can't we enjoy the stuff that we already have and not create all this stupid ass crap? It's like, oh, you got to work hard to get. Why? Why can't we just all be farmers and just plant each other's food? Or why has everything got to be a warehouse? Or you got so many people living in the world. You got to ship all this stuff out to people. All these corporations, all these, you know, there's a lot of land. You go out in the country, there's land as far as the eye can see that hasn't been inhabited with anything. There's plenty of ways for everybody to have their own way of living and help each other easily without all this corporation system money crap that we've created. It's like, oh, that's going to make things easier. Actually, it's going to make life harder. But, you know, people think, oh, it's going to make things convenient in technology. Well, it's supposed to, yeah, but a lot of the time it just shuts people down and makes people less aware of what really matters. I have nothing against playing video games. I have nothing against watching your favorite movie or listening to your favorite music or whatever. I have nothing against it. What I do have stuff against is people having to be deprived of their simple pleasures to do things that could be easily done in an easier way. It's like, oh, you got to work hard. You don't have to work hard to live and be happy. You can, working hard is just going to keep you from being happy. Okay, nobody's really saying anything. We only got one person here. I got 4 likes. That's very nice. And I'll be on another 15 minutes or so. Then I'm going to have to end it. Appreciate everybody. Please keep subscribing to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe like I always tell you guys. And I'll go ahead and say it now before the live is over like I always tell everybody. I'll see you guys again when the time is right. And I'm not over and out yet. I'll be back when I'm back. You know, I might take a break after this live. Like I said in my last video, I might take a break here. Depends on how I feel. If I have something I want to talk about, I'm going to make a video about it. If I feel like going live, I'm going to go live. I don't really do shorts anymore. When I do, it's usually something that's funny for a day and then I delete it. Got 5 likes. Yay. Thank you for whoever did. I think it's that one person that's there right now. I'm only showing one person here. I'm not in it yet. Another 15 minutes. I wanted this live to be over, like I've said over and over throughout the live. You guys are tired of hearing it. I sound like a broken record. I'm going to make this live about an hour. I mean, yeah, Black Hole, we get it. Shut up, man. All right. Sorry. Got 2 smiley faces. I think you thought that was funny. I make you laugh at 2 in the morning or whatever. That's where it is where I am. Some people, it might be fucking 3 in the morning on the East Coast or whatever. Some people, it only be at midnight or whatever. Some people, it might be in the middle of the fucking day. And we're talking China. There's so many people fucking there. It's just hard to move there. You fucking can't even manage this country. And people moving out of the country. Like I hear that Deconstructing Reality on his channel always said, get out of the country, get out of the country, because they're just, you got to find ways to make money online or whatever. Everything's going to be roboticized soon. Robots are going to fucking take everything over, and nobody's going to ever move out of their fucking parents' house because their fucking jobs are taken over, and you still got to make money. How are you going to make money? How are you going to live somewhere? Nothing. Fucking prices, everything. Fucking war is going to destroy everything. What the hell is happening? But still, we continue to bring children into that. Oh my God, what the? This is stupid. But we gotta be all serious. Like, oh, my parents are gonna get mad at me. And fuck your parents. Why in the hell should anybody over 20 be living with their parents? Why'd you bring them here? Oh, because they lived in a different world. Well, of course they live in a different world, and now everybody now is having to pay for it because all the economy crap, which is all made up anyways. No, it's just numbers, digital numbers that go up and down. Oh, you can't. You gotta go in the system. You're locked out of it unless you work hard. Then you don't deserve to have a number say that you have the right to live. Okay, that's fucked up. Money is the most evil thing, and if money's the root of all evil, then what are people then? They made it. They made the money, and just like they made the people, so they have to deal with the money. We all got light and dark inside of us. It's what we act on that makes us who we are. That's in Harry Potter from Sirius Black, the fifth one. And I say, well, what the fuck? That means that we're pretty evil for forcing everybody to live in this. We got 0 people here again. Whoever that was is gone. I'm alone. I got 5 likes, but no one's here. Oh my God. What to do? I don't care. Like, you listen later. Maybe I'm scaring people away with all my wisdom or something. That's what the big black W is for. There's the wisdom. I'm wise. Wise hole. I'm going to call myself wise hole. Wise person. Wise man. Fuck the whole part. I'm just a wise. I'm not realist being. I'm wise being. You know who realist being is? Well, this is wise being talking. Everybody's heard that guy's like, I want to put some titties in my mouth. And you know how that guy talks and tell this world to bark in my face. That guy makes like he's funny, but he's it's like, yeah, I really do feel this way. All these people on here are awesome, and that's probably why they haven't been kicked off yet, because they're awesome, but they still follow the guidelines, so they won't get kicked off. No, we can't have that. I've seen people with their little letters and everything. They post it, and it's like, yeah, we can't. You follow the community guidelines, so we took your video down in YouTube. And it's probably some robot that did that. Am I sad? No, I'm not sad. I'm just playing around. Simeon, I'm not sad. I'm playing with you guys. I'm making you think I'm sad when I'm just passing the time, giving you guys a nice hour live here. I'll go on a little bit longer if I need to. I mean, if anybody has anything on their minds, but I'm not really seeing anything in the chat. 2 people. I'm just tired. If anything, I'm tired and I need to go to sleep soon. Are you sad? Are you doing all right? I mean, are you lonely? A lot of loneliness going around nowadays. The more aware you are, the more lonely you can feel. See, once you have a kid, you're going to have to take care of them. And a lot of people have kids and they don't have anything and they just abandon them, and it's just ridiculous. Why are you even having a kid if I'd had a kid? Yeah, now here's the world, deal with it. Fuck you, Oh, I need a job. Well, we don't have anything available. Well, fuck you. I need, why do I got to go through all this crap and make other people think that I'm worth something in order to, have something that I probably don't even want to do anyway, so to survive a life I didn't ask for. YouTuber is rich, it's okay. Rich? Who's rich? Is that his name? You talking about realist being? Is that his name? Yeah, YouTubers are awesome, if that's what you mean. Anybody who gets on here and spills their guts is awesome. Just for even taking the time to do that. I think a lot of people want to get on here and do stuff nowadays. I just subscribe to so many people, but, there's a lot of people on here that I don't even listen to. And they really do get into how they feel. And, yeah. There's no way I could listen to all of them. It's just like all the movies and all the books, and you can't listen to all of them. Now we got 3 people. It's really easy to start a YouTube channel. All you need to put is your email and you know, just start posting content. It's real simple. You just take your camera on your phone or whatever, and you just take it and post it from your camera. Do shorts, 15 seconds to 3 minutes. Always say whether it's for a kid or not, or whether it's for people over 18 or not. I got all my content set for not for kids, so I don't even have to set it anymore. I don't even have to set the thing for 18 anymore, because as long as I don't go crazy, it won't restrict it. And once you have 50 subscribers, you can go live. And I've had that for well over like a year and a half. I've had 50 subscribers now. And I've been on here for almost 2 years. This June, I think it'll be 2 years. Constant mind games, constant mind games, constant mind games. Life is a constant mind game. That's what it is, guys. You're constantly trying to keep a level head. The world around you, which is an illusion. It's like your consciousness is looking out into the world. There's nothing outside of you, and you're just trying to keep a level head. Some of these guys, I think they get more chat when they just shut up and see if anybody says anything. And they just react to whatever they see in the chat. And other people like me that just wrangle on is usually people just either just listen or they don't have anything to say. Because they're too busy listening. You gain experience with all of this the more you do it, you know. It's all about when you go live and what you say and whether or not it resonates with someone. And whether or not you have actually any good advice to give them. Some of these people really look into the news and before they get on here, and it's like, yeah, they're like, this is how you get your news, by getting on YouTube, because they don't want to watch the news. It's depressing. A lot of things that happen in the world doesn't even make the news, because it's either too disgusting or they just, they keep it a secret. No one will ever know what's really going on. I'm probably going to get off in about 5 minutes, unless anybody has anything they really want to talk about. Or I slip out of here into the darkness until whenever I decide to come back. Appreciate everybody. That was another day, and it's probably going to be the same as yesterday, and the day before, and the day after. And yet we still keep moving forward, acting oh it matters, pretending like it matters, when it really doesn't. Maybe it's money I don't have card my mom as I'm a kid. Okay, you don't have a card, you don't use card for transactions, you mean? I use you get an allowance, you're a kid, and what does that mean? I guess that's what you mean. I don't know. I mean, they might allow people of all ages, even little children, probably know how crazy this world is. I've always believed that. You say whether your content is for kids or not, it should go into a part of YouTube that children aren't going to find, but, that all depends, what you type in. But, eventually all the children are going to find out about those crap anyway. I mean, how can you keep all this stuff a secret from somebody for their whole lives? That's just not going to happen. The best thing to do is just not procreate at all. I mean, if we live in a world where Everybody helped each other, and animals just didn't need each other relentlessly. With humans or animals too, they just do it in a more civilized way. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. The world was better than, yeah, go ahead and make love and have kids, but as far as I'm concerned, you're just bringing more slaves from, the way the world is. I mean, if you're lucky enough to find something, some people actually enjoy suffering. You find something you like, then good for you, but most people are just going to become a slave, and they're going to be forced to do things they don't want to do. And, oh, let's just keep moving forward. Try to find some kind of fun in it. Try not to be so negative. Maybe I can do more boxes than I did the hour before. Maybe I can greet more people than I did the hour before. And you just got to make some lame game out of it just to get through the day. Because that's all it is just finding ways to get through the day so you can get through the next day. Still, we must act like all of this matters. Mommy, daddy have sex, pop this out, and now we got to deal with this nonsense. Nobody's really here and saying much of anything, so I'm probably going to mute myself and leave the chat going until it ends in a couple minutes. So I appreciate everybody, and I'll see you next time. We got 2 people there. So yes, we're almost done with 58 minutes. A couple more minutes or so, unless anybody has anything they have to say that's just life-changing or inspiring or something that is going to help me, something I can do to help anybody feel better or whatever. Okay, I'm going to mute myself and watch the chat and see if anybody has anything on their minds, and then we're going to end it. Peace, guys. See you next time. Okay, guys, I'm ending it. Good night, everyone. See you next time. Peace.